as normal.
Yep. And then the YouTube when you did stream now.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I did not do
that's
new
the protocol
new,
for today.
New. I did not do a new live event or whatever it was.
Yes. Stream now's today's deal.
Okay. Getting set for an 8th grade girls game here. It is Jeremy Scott here at Capital University in Bexley. And this one between the Ohio Crush and OLH Gourley. We've got Kayla Cazell running the camera, and we will have GBA action all day long. And the ball is up, and it will be controlled by the Crush. The Crush get it to begin. That is number 13, Potts. She gives it off to Mongold. Mongold over it comes on the left wing, and they're going to back it outside. And that is Moore controlling. She gets it over to Seaver. Seaver now on offense. Back over to Moore. Moore at the point. She's going to drive to the elbow, kick it outside. That is a 2-point shot, I do believe. That is long off the back of the iron, and it's going to be rebounded by Sydney, and it's taken by OLH Gourley. That is Casey controlling, and she's kind of trapped in the backcourt, but she's able to get it out of there. Over it goes to Micaiah. Micaiah pass into the paint, and that's S who ends up with it, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by Mongold. Mongold has it for the Crush, bringing the ball up the floor. She's met there by Micaiah. Mongold, little bounce pass. That's a 3-point look. That's up, and that is going to be no good. And it's an offensive rebound there for Seaver in the short corner. She's going to back it outside to the wing. Seaver gets a pick. Passes it over. That's a 3-point look, and that's no good for Mongold. And there's another offensive board. That's for Moore. Moore takes it to the floor, gives it back to Mongold. Mongold is going to dribble it into the high post, put it up. That's no good off of the backboard, and that's taken by Jones. Jones, all kinds of offensive rebounds here for the Ohio Crush, and this is a very good possession here for the Ohio Crush. Like I said, they just had all kinds of second, third, fourth opportunities there. Haven't put any points on the board so far, and we are scoreless here at Capital University with 12:40 to go. We'll be back right here on GBA TV. And we are back to the action. There's a ball that's up, and that is taken away by OLH Gourley. And so no points on that possession there for the Crush after all those possessions. And it will keep going this direction. Gourley will keep it on offense. And that will be Micaiah to inbound, and she does. And into the lane. That's going to be a travel. Yeah, I saw that. It looked to me like Casey kind of had it trapped against her body, and she wasn't quite able to put it back onto the floor. So that's going to be a travel, and back it comes to the Crush. That's Mongold. Mongold, a little bounce pass over to the right wing. That is over to Potts. Back up top. Mongold, 4-3. That is good. Nope, 2-point bucket, they say, but Mongold draws first blood here for the Ohio Crush. 2-0 is the score. And up it comes to OLH Gourley, and then it's taken away from behind. Nice steal there, nice hustle there by Moore, and she gets it back for the Ohio Crush. So the Crush are going to push the ball up the floor. That is number 13, Potts. Potts has it. Potts, over it comes to Moore. Moore into the lane, jump stop, shot, no good, and rebounded by Amanda. So we've got first names for OLH Gourley, and then we've got last names for the Crush. But we just kind of take what we can get, because you know what? This is all about scouting. It's all about film, and there's a steal by the Crush. Coming down the floor, that is Seaver. Seaver saves it from going out of bounds, but unfortunately for her, she saved it to OLH Gourley. They come back down the floor. That's Micaiah on the shot. Shot is up. Count the bucket and the foul. Micaiah pushed the ball down the floor, laid it up there, got fouled pretty hard on her way up, it looked like, and she is going to go to the free throw line, and she will try to convert this and one opportunity. Into the ball game for the Crush, that is Hoskins, and checking out will be Jones as Micaiah steps up to the foul line. And she gets a signal from the referee. Oh, they're trying to show her where the foul line is. They're saying that she was a little bit further than she was supposed to be, so they're going to make her back up a little bit here. Now she will take her shot. Shot for Parks is short, and so Micaiah not quite able to convert on that possession on that free throw. So it is a 2-2 ball game. It is a tie game here in the early going of this one. There's a three-point look. That's going to be short, taken by number 5, Mongold. Mongold is going to be fouled on her way up. She tried to put it back up, got fouled on her way up, and so a foul for each team. Each foul has led to free throws for each team, and this is going to be Mongold, who's got the Crush's only 2 points of the ball game, stepping to the line to try and get more. So Mongold. First shot is up. Rims out, no good. Looking over here at the Crush coach, he's saying, hey, get a little more arc on that ball, as there's a timeout called on the floor. Timeout here in the early going at Capital University. We're at the Capitol Center in Bexley. 11:02 yet to play here in the first half. We'll be back on GBA TV. And the teams break their huddles coming out of this timeout. And we are still awaiting a second Mongold free throw. She was short on the first one. Steps back to the line out of this timeout. Puts the ball up. And that one is short. And there's an offensive rebound by Mongold, who puts it back up. Count the bucket and the foul. Boy, what a redemption situation here for Mongold. She missed both of her free throw attempts. Then got her own offensive rebound from the second missed free throw. Went down, put it back up, and now she's got another chance at an and one. There's the free throw, and this is not her best day at the foul line. She is 0 for 3 here in the early going. So it's a 4-2 ball game here in favor of the Ohio Crush. Always love the fact that the Crush, by the way, have orange as their color, the Orange Crush. Love it. Gourley back on offense. And there's a steal, stolen away. Potts pushed the ball down the floor. Potts has nobody between her and the bucket. She puts it up and not able to convert on it. And that's taken down by Casey. Casey up ahead to Micaiah. Micaiah, bounce pass over to the foul line. There's a shot that's up, and there's a bank shot. Good. 2 points for Sydney. 4-4 is the score. Tie ball game here. 8th grade game here. Crush back on offense. Up top it comes. That is Mongold. Mongold moving it. Passing it over to Seaver. Seaver at the foul line. Shot up. Shot good. So Seaver has 2 points now, and the score 6-4. Crush lead Gourley. And a little bit of a press here by the Crush. They've been doing this all game long. Gourley able to beat it, and there's an air ball. That was an attempt there by Sydney. Sydney Gourley, obviously the namesake of this team. And she put the ball up, and she airballed it. Goes out of bounds, but they're going to say it was off of the Crush. So OLH Gourley will get another shot at this, and there's a shot that's up. There's another air ball for Gourley. The Crush now have it back on offense. Potts pushing the ball down. Potts almost losing control of it, able to get it back. Passes it over to Seaver. Seaver, up top it goes to Mongold. Mongold onto the left wing to Moore. Moore. Into the lane she goes, on the run, puts that one up, and I think that shot was a little bit contested there by Gourley. I don't think she was really able to get off a nice shot there because of all the traffic that was there, so Gourley back on offense. And then there's a steal, stolen away. There's a steal by Moore. Good job by her to get back there and pluck the ball out of the hands of Amanda. And back comes the Crush on offense. Into the low post, that goes. Shot up, shot no good. Moore on the offensive rebound. She's fouled on her way back up, so now Moore will be stepping to the free throw line, and she will be attempting to. That's the 4th team foul here on OLH Gourley. And we have 9 minutes left to play here in the first half. So in the first 5 minutes, Gourley has committed 4 fouls as the first shot by Moore, no good. A couple of subs to speak of here for the Crush, numbers 22 and 31. Those will be Jones and Craig respectively. Taking a seat will be Potts as well as Hoskins. Moore back at the line. The Crush have yet to make a free throw, and that statistic stands as she rims that one out, and it's a defensive rebound, by Gourley. There's that press by the Crush again, and out of bounds it goes off of the Crush. Keep the ball moving in this direction. Gourley able to get the ball up ahead. Into the front court it comes. That's over to S. S with a shot. That's no good. Rebounded by Seaver. Seaver. Back on offense come the Crush. Seaver. Bounce pass on the left wing. Jump stop. 2-point shot. Short. Offensive rebound. Putback opportunity. That doesn't fall. Another offensive rebound. That's Seaver getting it outside to Moore. Moore. Bounce pass over to Craig. 2-point shot. Long off the back of the iron, and out of bounds it goes, and they're going to say that's off of Gourley. So the Crush are going to get another crack at this. Crush with a lot of good shot looks, just not able to put the ball in the bucket very much. They only have 6 points. Gourley has 4, so I'll tell you, not exactly the highest scoring game we've ever seen here. Moore is going to play the point here and kind of reset everything, try to get some offense generated here for her Crush. Moore on the run, and kind of a wild shot goes out of bounds. And that's going to be off of Gourley. So here come the Crush with another offensive possession. Into the short corner. There's a shot that's up, and that's short. Rebound on the offensive side. That is Jones, who followed her own shot, got a rebound, put the ball back up, got fouled. Now Jones will be going to the charity stripe to see if she can convert. Jones at the foul line. No good on the first shot. Jones, second shot is up, and that's going to barely hit the rim, and that's going to be taken by the Gourley team. Amanda up ahead. Amanda on the run, has the ball stripped from her hands, and back come the Crush now. Crush pushing the ball down the floor. That's Moore. Moore into the corner. Moore going to dribble it out. Into the paint it goes. There's a nice pass, a nice shot there. That is good for Jones. She's got her first 2 of the game. 8-4 now. The Crush lead Gourley. Almost stolen away there, but able to get the ball into the front court is Gourley. Cross-court pass, and that's over the head of Sydney, and it's going to come back to the Crush now. She had her wide open. I'll tell you what, if she would have been able to hit her, she would have had a nice wide-open shot, but over the head of Sydney, he goes out of bounds, back to the Crush. That is Seaver. Seaver playing the point. She is guarded by Micaiah. And Micaiah steals it, and there's a tie-up. Micaiah was able to cradled that ball, and OLH was able to get a timeout in before a jump ball could be called. So 8-4 is the score. We've got 6:53 left to play here in the first half. We'll be back right here on GBA TV. So Gourley back on offense now after that timeout by Gourley, and that's going to go over the head of Sydney. I tell you what, there are 2 passes that they've tried to find Sydney on, and Sydney's tall, but she's not been able to get these passes. She's not as tall as these passes have been, and so Gourley gives it back to the Crush, and they come back on offense. They lead it by 4. Into the corner, there's a shot. That is up, and that is good. 2-point bucket there for Seaver. She now has 4. The score 10-4. The Crush lead Gourley. The Ohio Lady Hoopsters, Gourley. And that's over the head of the intended receiver, S. She's able to save it from going out of bounds. S over comes to Amanda. Amanda on the drive. She has it stripped away from her. The Crush back on offense now. Moore pushing the ball down the floor. Moore's going to try to take it coast to coast. Moore on the run, on the shot. No good. Tracked down by Micaiah. So Micaiah gets it back for Gourley, and back they come on offense now. There's somebody wide open up ahead, and underneath it goes, and putting it up and in there, that is S for 2. So Gourley kind of breaks their cold snap here. 10-6 now the score. The Crush lead Gourley by 4. Angel about to check in here for OLH Gourley, as that will occur on the next whistle, obviously. The Crush, though, have it on offense right now, and that is Moore. Moore, a little bounce pass up top to Craig. Craig into the lane, and she has it knocked out of her hands, but there was a foul they're going to say, and that foul will be on Amanda. That's the 6th Gourley foul, and so as Angel checks into the ball game for Gourley, that will be S who will be doing the sitting. So Angel in, S out. And by the way, that's the 6th Gourley foul, so one more on Gourley. Crusher going to be shooting free throws as Seaver checks out and Potts checks back into the ball game for the Crush. Crush on offense. Moore over to Potts. Into the corner, back to Potts. Out to Craig. Into the paint. She was trying to find Jones, but kind of an ill-advised pass because of the traffic that was there. And Gourley gets it back on offense. Into the paint it comes, and there's another steal by the Crush. The Crush get it back. Mongold's going to push the ball down the floor here for the Ohio Crush. She is met by Sydney. Into the paint it comes. That is over to Potts, and Potts put it up, and she had it knocked out of her hands. Good job there by Amanda to block that shot, and it's going to remain Crush ball, but good job there by Gourley to make this a little bit more difficult on the Crush. 3-point shot for Potts. No good. Tracked down by Jones. It's Moore. Into the paint. On the run. She has it stripped out of her hands. Goes out of bounds off of Gourley. And the Crush will maintain. 10-6 the score here. It's Jeremy Scott alongside Kayla Gazelle on camera. Of course, a shout out to Caleb Graham and the Ferguson brothers, Jeff and John, as there's a foul on the inbounds pass. That was Potts who tried to put it up. Got fouled by Amanda. 7th team foul on Gourley, but either way, these guys would be shooting fouls, but it was a shooting foul, so it'll be Potts who will get 2 cracks at this. Potts has not been to the free throw line yet today. A lot of Crush players have. She has not, however. First shot for Potts, nothing but the bottom of the net. And by the way, she's the 4th Crush player to go to the free throw line today. She's the only one to make one so far. As her second shot, no good. So Potts able to go 1 for 2 to make this an 11-6 game. Up ahead comes Gourley. That's Amanda. Amanda has it taken out of her hands. That is Moore. Moore's going to take it back down the floor for the Crush. Moore on the drive, and she's going to take it outside and then kind of dribble it into the paint. Bounce pass underneath. Nice look. Nice shot. It is good for Jones. 13-6 now the score. Good vision there on the part of Moore to find Jones. Gourley back on offense. And there's a steal stolen away again by the Crush. The Crush, I haven't counted steals, but they have to be nearing double digits in terms of how many they've had here in the first half. Up to the top it comes, and then into traffic. It's the Crush who end up with it. Potts with the shot, does not fall. Jones with the rebound, put-back opportunity is good. She has 6 points to lead the Crush. It's 15-6. And hitting the floor with it, OLH. There's a steal by Moore. Moore's got it. Nobody between her and the basket. She lays it up and in there. Moore now with her first bucket of the ball game. It's now a 17-6 game. It's an 11-point advantage here for the Ohio Crush. They've opened up their biggest lead of the ball game. And there's a foul on the bounce pass. That's going to be on the Crush. That'll be a foul on, I do believe, Craig. It looked like the referee, now it could have been on Potts, I guess. I couldn't tell if that was a 13 or 31 that they signaled. And both 13 and 31 are in there for the Crush. But in any event, that is the second foul on the Crush. And there's a air ball and tie up. Who will this possession arrow favor? Possession arrow will favor OLH. So Gourley will keep it. That's the first jump ball of the game, by the way. Second shot forthcoming here for Micaiah. She was able to convert the first. S in and Amanda out here for Gourley. As Micaiah's second shot falls, so Micaiah 2 for 2 at the foul line there. Good job by her on that trip to cut this lead to 9 for the Ohio Crush. Potts on the run, she puts it up, and no foul called there. A couple of bodies collided, but they say that's just good hard basketball. And over comes to Mongold. She'll attempt a shot, and she'll be short on that shot. Potts there for the putback. That's no good. And rebounded on the offensive glass again by the Crush. There's Potts from the elbow. She puts it up and in there. Potts now with 3 points. It's back up to an 11-point lead here for the Ohio Crush, 19-8. Press here by the Crush. Putting the heat on Gourley. Out of bounds it goes, and it's going to go off of the Crush. Gourley will keep this. 19-8 is the score. We're at 2:43 and winding here on this first half clock. That's Angel who has it. Angel over to Casey. Pick from Angel. Back up top it comes to Micaiah. Micaiah guarded there by Craig. Micaiah a little bounce pass over to Angel. Angel back to Micaiah. Micaiah pass into the paint. That is Casey who put it up, and that shot was contested, and it ends up in the hands of the Crush. So the Crush get it back with a chance to extend this 11-point lead. Moore, 3-point look. That's no good. Rebounded by Potts. Potts puts it back up, and that ends up in the hands of S. So Gourley back on offense now. Trailing by 11. That's Micaiah.
Go to the block, yes, go to the block.
Micaiah over to Casey. And that will be a Crush foul. That's their fourth. They've got 4 team fouls. Gourley with 7. Sydney to inbound here for Gourley. Bounce pass into the low post. And on the shot, that's no good for Micaiah. The Crush will push it back down. We're at 1.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Potts, jump stop. Potts shot, no good. And rebounded by Mongold. Mongold's got it back here for the Crush. Bounce pass into the short corner. That's Moore. Out to Potts. Potts, that is a 2-point bucket there for Potts. Makes it a 21-8 game. It's a 13-point lead here for the Ohio Crush. There's another shot by Sidney. That's no good. Air ball. And good job there by Gourley. And they're going to say Angel stepped out of bounds on the rebound. And so it's going to come back to the Ohio Crush with 59 seconds to go here in the first half. The Crush with a 13-point lead. And looking for more before these teams huddle up for halftime. That's going to be Seaver. Seaver playing the point. Gets a pick from Moore. Seaver. Pass over to Mongold. Mongold bounce pass to Potch. He puts it up. That's going to be short and taken by Sidney. So back comes Gourley on offense here, looking to cut into this lead before the teams huddle up for halftime. Angel kind of trapped at half court, and Angel will be fouled by Moore here. That's the 5th Crush foul. 5th foul on the Ohio Crush. With 36 seconds to go, it's a 21-8 game. Gourley, inbounds. That's Casey. Casey over to Micaiah. Micaiah. Back out to Casey. 3-point shot is good. That could provide a lot of momentum as these teams will be heading into halftime here momentarily. It's a 21-11 game. Still a 10-point advantage here for the Crush, but boy, what a big shot that is. On the run, that's Mongold up, no good. Put back opportunity, falls, and that's 2 for Hoskins. So Hoskins with her first 2, and that's right at the buzzer, the score, 23-11. That is how these teams will wrap up this first half. 23-11, the Crush lead Gourley. We will be back right here on GBA TV. And back here at the Capital Classic with the score 23-11. The Crush lead Gourley. And the Crush begin this half on offense. It is Jeremy Scott alongside Kayla Cazell running the camera.
That side, ball's on this side, you're on the block. Block, stay block.
And there's a 2-point look here from Mongold, and nothing but the bottom of the net. She's got 6 points. It's a 25-11 game. The Crush lead Gourley. Gourley back on offense here. Can they respond? That's Casey over to Amanda. And she was looking for S and had it knocked out of bounds there. And that was Jones playing defense there for the Ohio Crush. So it will come back to the Crush. They're going to say that was off of Gourley. So the Crush with a chance to expand this lead. It's right now at 14. Looking to add more to it.
Pressure, more pressure, Micaiah.
That's Moore. Moore dribbling, spinning, passing. There's a shot by Potts. No good. And jump ball.
Good job.
And that was a good job by Micaiah to tie up Jones there. And the possession arrow will obviously favor OLH Gourley because obviously the Crush started this half with the ball. So the possession arrow goes back to Gourley.
Reverse, go.
So Gourley
Good. Okay.
with Casey passing it over to Amanda. Over to Sydney. Sydney, that's a 2-point look, and that's no good. Sydney was fouled, they're going to say, on the shot, and that is a foul on Moore. That's the first foul on either squad here in the second half, so Sydney's going to step up to the foul line for a pair. Sydney's first shot is good. That's one thing that Gourley has done well. They've been to the foul line 4 times. They made 3 of those 4 shots. Second shot for Sydney is good, and I guess they're going to say that was a 3-point shot by her, so she's going to get a third opportunity at this. Oh, no. Okay, I was correct. The referees had to discuss that. I thought it was a 2-point shot, but then they had her lining up like she was going to attempt a third one. Then they talked about it, and they sorted it out, and they determined that, indeed, my eyes were correct, and that was a 2-point shot. So it will come back to the Crush. Good job there, by the way, by Sydney to convert both of those foul shot attempts. Crush back on offense. Back up top to Mongold. Mongold kicks it over to the short corner. There's a shot that's up. That's no good for Jones. And underneath, offensive rebound. There is Seaver on that offensive glass. Boy, I tell you what, the Crush have been really active on that offensive glass. And there is Jones who gets it back, puts it back up, had the shot blocked, and it ends up in the Crush's hands, and they give it back to Gourley. And that was Seaver who kind of got tripped up there and lost the ball out of bounds, and it's going to come back to Gourley, who trailed by a dozen. It's 25-13 here in the second half of this Capital Classic. Here in Bexley, Ohio, right outside of Columbus. Tickles the shadows of Columbus. You can see the skyline from here. And there's a shot that's up. There's an air ball by Amanda. She kind of was looking for a foul, I think. She kind of was shrugging her shoulders, palms up, but no foul called. And back it comes to the Crush now. Up top to Moore. Moore on the drive. Moore has the shot knocked out of her hands. So it remains at that end. And inbounds. There's a shot. That's up. That's short. Scramble for this loose ball. Who's going to end up with it? And they're going to say jump ball. And the possession arrow favors the Ohio Crush. No? I couldn't tell what the call was, but it ends up in the hands of Gourley. I thought that they called a jump ball, and the possession arrow would have favored the Ohio Crush. And Gourley having some problems handling that inbounds pass, so it's Crush's ball once again. So in the end, it ends up in the hands of the Crush after all that. Short corner. That's Jones. Jones bounces out to Mongold. Mongold, little head fake, and there's a shot. That's no good. Rebounded by Amanda. Amanda's got it back for Gourley. Amanda's going to push the ball down the floor, and she's going to have it stripped away from her from behind, and she gives it up to S. And that's to Casey. Casey on the drive from the elbow. Shot up. Shot no good. Rebounded by Micaiah. Micaiah's got it back here for Gourley. And out of bounds, and off of Gourley it goes. No, off of the Crush it goes, and it remains Gourley ball. And that shot is no good. That's going to go off of the hand of Moore, I do believe. So Gourley keeps possession of this ball. Into the corner. There's a three-point look. That's no good. And rebounded by Moore. Moore's got it back for the Crush. She gives it up to Micaiah. Micaiah gets it back for the Gourley team. And she gives it off to Amanda. Amanda loses it then. And it ends up in the hands of Seaver. Mongold up ahead, and that's stolen away. Interception by Amanda. Amanda intercepts it for Gourley. Amanda's going to push the ball down the floor, and then good job there by Jones to get back and knock it out of her hands. It ends up in the hands of Gourley, though. There's a three-point look for Casey. No good. Rebounded by Jones. 25-13 is the score. Timeout on the floor called by the Crush. 10:27 left to play here in the second half. We'll be back right here on GBA TV. A little bit of controversy over who had the ball, but it was the Crush who called the timeout, so obviously it's Crush's ball, and it's taken away by Casey. Casey has it for Gourley. And there's a steal in the backcourt, stolen away by Moore, and a foul called. And that is a Gourley foul. I do believe they got Sydney. No, maybe it was Micaiah. I think they got Micaiah with the foul. I think that's a 34, not 24, so it's going to come back to the Crush now. The Crush control this ball, and they control the game 25-13. They've led by even more than that, but right now it's at a dozen. Jump stop shot is no good, and knocked out of bounds. That's off of Amanda, and it's going to remain Crush ball as Angel will check back in for Gourley. And who will she be checking in for? She'll be checking in for S. So that's Angel in and S out here for OLH Gourley. Inbounds pass to Potts. Potts from the foul line. No good. Rebounded by Amanda. Up ahead. Nice outlet pass to Angel. Angel's going to push it down. Stop. Put it up. Have the shot blocked. She tries to put it back up, and she gets fouled. That's a foul on Seaver. That's the second Crush foul. Non-shooting foul. So Gourley will take this out of bounds. Sydney on the inbounds pass. And a couple of players there, neither one of them had it. I think each one thought the other one had it. There's a tie-up, and the jump ball will favor the Ohio Crush. So after all that, it's going to be Crush ball again. Mongold gets a pick from Moore. Bounce pass. Onto the right, three-point look for Potts, no good. Rebounded by Sydney, up ahead to Angel. Angel. Back to Amanda, to Micaiah, up at the top. Micaiah will attempt a three-pointer, and no good. Rebounded by Jones, who hands it off to Seaver. Seaver taking it herself. Bounce pass over to Potts. Potts on the run, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Sydney. And then taken back by Mongold. Crush called timeout. Once again, 25-13 remains the score. We haven't had a bucket in a while. 8:53 left here in the second half. We'll be back. It's the Capital Classic here on GBA TV. Back to the action here, and just as soon as we get back to the action, a ball from the other court comes over here, so they had to stop play so that they could get the ball back over there. And here we go. And out of bounds off of the Crush. Errant pass there. They were trying to find Potts. A little bit too far over her head for her to handle, so it's going to come back to Gourley. And Gourley on offense. That's Casey. Casey on the run. Nice shot by her. Puts it up and in there for 2. 25-15. It's a 10-point lead here for the Ohio Crush. Outside. On the baseline. There's a shot. That's up. That's no good for Mongold. There to clean it up. That's Seaver. Seaver not able to put it back up and in. And it's taken by Micaiah. Micaiah for Gourley. They could cut it to a single-digit ball game here if they can make a bucket on this possession. At the foul line, that's Sydney. She gives it outside to Casey. Casey takes the shot, and Casey no good. Rebounded by Micaiah. Micaiah fouled on her way back up, so Micaiah, I do believe, will be stepping to the free throw line, and she will be attempting to. At the free throw line, that's Micaiah, and she's able to rim in the first one. She's 3 out of 4 here, and she does indeed cut this to a single-digit lead here for the Crush. As checking into the game for the Crush, Hoskins, as well as Craig. And second shot for Micaiah is in there, so she's 4 for 5. It's a 25-17 game. Crush on offense. Mongold. Bounce pass underneath, and there's a steal. That pass was into traffic, and it's taken by Gourley. So Gourley on a little bit of a run here. Up ahead, and hits the scoreboard, and out of bounds, and that was over the head. It was last touch by Gourley. So the Crush keep it. And that's a foul on number 4, Angel. Just as soon as the coach said no foul, there was a foul, and that's the second team foul on Gourley. Seaver over to Mongold. Mongold dribbles it in the lane, bounce pass, and it ends up in the hands of Sydney for OLH, and then the Crush get it back. And there's a whistle. And there's a foul on Amanda, number 45 for Gourley. That's the third Gourley foul.
Come on, pick it up. Pick it up, White. Pick it up, White.
Crush to inbound. Underneath to Seaver. Seaver looked like she had a momentarily open shot, but no good. And there's an offensive rebound there, tracked down by Craig. Another offensive rebound by Seaver. Seaver gets it back for the Crush. The Crush, all kinds of second and third opportunities on these possessions, and then it's over the head of everybody. Goes out of bounds. Who they're going to say was last off of? Off of Micaiah, so the Crush will keep this. As S gets ready to check back in here for Gourley. Crush on offense. Another whistle. And there's another foul on Gourley. That's their fourth. As S checks in, Sydney checks out. Crush still on offense here. Up top to Mongold. Mongold, a little pump fake on the drive. She has it blocked. Nice block by S. Good defense there on the part of OLH. And that is a foul on number 31, Craig. The fourth Crush foul.
Reverse! 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 Push, push! Push, push!
And OLH could cut even further into this lead. Right now it's at 8. It's 25-17. There's a scramble for a loose ball. Goes out of bounds. That'll be off of the Crush. Remains Gourley ball. Angel will inbound it. Bounce pass to Amanda. And there's a steal stolen away by Potts. Potts has it back for Crush. Outlet pass up ahead and over the head of Seaver. Just not quite able to catch up to that one. And it's going to come back to Gourley. Tell you, it was a nice looking pass, just a little bit too far out in front of the intended receiver. Everything else was nice, though, about that pass because she had the right idea, putting that putting some heat on that pass to get it up ahead, but just wasn't able to catch up with it, was that intended receiver. So OLH Gourley will keep this ball. And that's up ahead to Casey. Casey on the run with a shot, no good, and Casey got fouled, so she's going to go to the free throw line. That is the 5th Crush foul. And they break the tie in terms of team fouls. Each one had 4 before that foul there on the Ohio Crush. So Casey's going to step to the free throw line. She hasn't been there yet today, and she could cut this lead even further. Right now it's at 8 for the Ohio Crush. Casey's first shot is no good. (22-7) in here for the Crush. Jones and Moore, respectively. Taking a seat will be Potts as well as Hoskins. Back to the line, Casey. Shot no good. And tracked down by the Crush. So Casey not able to further cut into this Crush lead that remains at 8. 8-point lead here. We're under 6 minutes to play here in the second half. There's a 3-point look. That's up, and that is good. 3 points for Seaver, and that makes it a 28-17 game. 11-point advantage here for the Ohio Crush. Amanda over to Micaiah, and it ends up in the hands of Angel. Angel on the right wing. Angel, that's it back to Micaiah. Up top to Amanda. Amanda in the short corner. Bounce pass stolen away by Mongold. Mongold's going to push it down the floor. 2-on-1 advantage here. She gives it over to Craig. Craig on the layup, no good. And rebounded by the Crush. And wait a minute, there was a whistle, so wave off everything. Let's see why this foul was called. That will be a foul on OLH Gourley, and that is the 5th team foul on Gourley. And so Craig will be stepping to the free throw line for 2. Craig looking for her first points of the game. Not going to come right there. That one's no good. Second shot is no good. And rebounded by Craig. And that foul will be on Angel, number 4 for Gourley. That's the team's 6th foul. And Sydney will be checking in, and she will be checking in here for Angel, who just committed that foul. And there's a steal by Gourley. So Gourley, trailing by 11, needs to generate some offense here in the late stages of this ball game. Shot up from Micaiah does not fall, and that's rebounded by Jones. Tie up, possession error will favor OLH Gourley. So Gourley will keep this. That'll be Sydney to do the inbounding. The team stack up, break the stack, and there's a shot. That's off the side of the backboard, rebounded by Gourley, and that was Casey who had the putback, and she had that ball deflected, and it's going to go back to the Crush. And that is a foul on S. That foul on S for Gourley. That's the 7th foul. So this is a 1-and-1 situation here. It will be the Crush stepping to the free throw line, and I do believe it will be Seaver taking these shots, or at least one shot. So Seaver, first shot is up, and it is good, so she will get this bonus. Seaver, by the way, that is her 8th point of this ball game. And she leads all scorers. Seaver back at the line. This shot is up, and the shot does not fall. Rebounded by Gourley. Gourley up ahead. She's got S wide open. Can S get this ball into the bucket? No, because of the foul on the Crush. So S will be going to the free throw line. 16th foul on the Ohio Crush. And so S, who has 2 points, looking for more. S's first shot is no good. S back at the line. Not able to convert on either free throw attempt, and it's tracked down by Craig. Craig down the floor for the Crush. Craig into traffic, has the ball stolen away. And the Crush are pressing. Gourley able to get it up ahead. Micaiah over to Sydney. She puts it up. That's no good on the wide open look. taken by Craig. Craig back here for the crush. With Casey on her. She gives it up to Mongold. Underneath, there's a shot that's up, and that is good for Jones. Jones now with 8. It's 31-17. The crush lead Gourley. And knocked out of bounds. Good hustle there by Craig.
Let's go, pick it up. Go. Backside.
And Gourley, that's stolen away. Stolen away again by the crush. Good job there by Moore to get back. Moore down the floor. Moore underneath to Jones. Jones, nice block. Rejected by Amanda. Boy, what defense there on the part of Amanda to get her hand up there and swat that ball out of bounds. Good job by Gourley. And it will remain crush ball, but impressive defense there on the part of number 45, Amanda, for Gourley. Inbounds to Mongold. Underneath, there's a shot for Potts in the low post. It falls, and Potts now has 7 points. It's 33-17. 16-point advantage marks the Crush's biggest lead of the ball game.
Reverse it back.
Up ahead to Amanda. They get the ball into the front court. They beat the press. Amanda overcomes to Casey. Casey underneath. That shot's blocked. Good job there by Mongold and number 15, Seaver, who's got the ball right now. Seaver into the lane with a shot. No good. And out of bounds. And that's going to go off of Micaiah, who wasn't able to handle the rebound. And so the Crush will keep it. Inbounds to Potts underneath. Shot is up and good. Potts now with 9, 35-17. It's an 18-point lead here for the Ohio Crush. Angel getting ready to check back in here for S. That foul on Moore. That is the 7th team foul on the Crush, and so it is a 1-and-1. With 3:05 to go here in the second half. Micaiah at the line for this 1-and-1. She's 4 of 5 from the charity stripe here so far today. First shot from Micaiah, no good. So she will not get that bonus as the Crush get it back on offense. That's Mongold. Bounces it over to Craig. She gives it off. There's a shot for Seaver that does not fall. Rebounded on the offensive side. Up and good for Hoskins. 37-17. It is now a 20-point lead, so this means a running clock until OLH Gourley can score. High post. Back outside to Angel. Over to Amanda. 3-point shot, no good. And rebounded by Seaver. So the clock will run until OLH Gourley can score a bucket. Underneath, Potts there to clean things up. Second shot is no good. Then it's knocked out of Hoskins' hands. And back to Gourley. Casey looking for an outlet. She finds Micaiah, and Micaiah's able to track it down from going out of bounds on the baseline. Micaiah on the reverse layup, no good. It was a nice looking shot. She just wasn't able to get it to fall, and it's back to the Crush now. And there's a bump by Angel. She bumps Mongold. And that will be the 8th Gourley foul with 1:55 left to play here in the second half. The Crush pretty well in control of this one. They lead it by 20. And that'll be Mongold stepping up to the free throw line for 2 shots. Oh, sorry, it's a 1-and-1. Now it will be 2 shots because she was able to convert on the first. 38-17. Mongold extends that Crush lead. She could extend it further right here. And she does not. That's Mongold's first made free throw today. And on the offensive side, the Crush keep it. 3-point shot, that's up, that's no good for Craig. Rebounded by Mongold. Mongold is going to be fouled by Micaiah. That is the 9th team foul on Gourley. So here comes another 1-and-1. Yep, they're going to say that it's a 2-shot opportunity here. Mongold misses on the first. Second shot, also no good. Rebounded by Gourley. That's Micaiah giving it up to Casey. Casey into the lane and outside. 3-point shot here for Sydney. That's going to be short and tracked down by Angel. She saved it from going out of bounds, but it ended up in the Crush's hands. So the Crush get it back. Mongold up ahead to Craig. Craig over to Potts. Over to Seaver at the foul line. Underneath to Hoskins. She puts it up and in there. So Hoskins now with 6 points. 40-17. The Crush lead Gourley. That's Angel. Angel puts the ball up. And they're going to get Angel with a charge there. That's the 10th team foul on Gourley. As for the Crush, Jones will be coming in and Mongold will be sitting. With 50 seconds left to play here in this ball game, 40-17. The Crush have pretty well been in control of this one from about midway through the first half. They're just looking to kind of dribble things out here and go away with the win. Just kind of keeping the ball moving around. And of course, we will have more action for you here on GBA TV throughout the day, the morning and into the afternoon, as there's a foul on Gourley. Coming up next, we will have a 6th grade game. That will be the Cincy Swish against the Ohio Crush right here from Capital University. As the first shot is up and no good for Potts.
Come on, box out, get this rebound, White.
Potts' second shot is good. 41-17 the score. The Crush are going to come away with the win here. The first game here at the Capital Classic. On the baseline, there's a shot. That doesn't fall for Amanda. And the Crush will have a chance to dribble this out with 3, 2, and 1. And that will do it for this one with the final score. The Ohio Crush 41. Ohio Lady Hoopsters Gourley 17. Stick around. Like I said, we will be back with more. Coming up next, we'll see the Crush again, the 6th grade version of the Ohio Crush. They'll be taking on the Cincy Swish from the Capital Classic right here on GBA TV. Stick around.